So I'm here at the Mayo Clinic today. It's 12/12/18, and I'm doing a EMG, I believe it's called. It's such a painful test. It's a nerve exam where they stick needles in your muscles and see if there's the nerves are conducting properly. So they stick the needle in your muscle, and then they ask you to move your muscle, and then it measures the electricity, if you will, that's going through your muscles.
Just rotate your leg.
So it's really weird because it's extraordinarily painful, and yet being here gives me this sense of peace. It's so weird. I guess that's what happens when you're so accustomed to a medical facility. 2018, I just finished with my EMG. I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona. I've got 4 more tests today, or exams today. So, overall, people always ask, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I feel good. I don't have certainty in my life. I don't know what's going to happen, but that's good because I live every day. I feel blessed. So
Treatment, choose treatment 90 something. That's for sure. Coming in, I just did a EMG over at the other campus, the Mayo campus, and right now I'm going in for a couple different blood tests. So after this, I'll be able to eat. So I'm excited about that. So whenever you do these particular blood tests that I take, you have to fast for 12 hours. So I'm always excited to get these blood tests done. Overall, I'm feeling pretty good. Just the weakness, the steady weakness, and that's why we did the EMGs today, to see if there's some kind of nerve. We know there's nerve damage. It's just about how much, and if we can stop the progression of the nerve damage. So just taking it day by day. Overall, feel pretty good. We'll see. I just see myself healing, visualize healing, and see myself living a long life. That's all I do. That's all I can do. I just do my mental psychological exercises that I do, because the mind cannot tell the difference between something you vividly imagine and something that actually takes place. Per Maxwell Maltz and Psychocybernetics, published in 1960. So I got that going for me. All right, y'all, thanks for all the thoughts and prayers and all the good wishes. I appreciate it.
Anyway, it's been about a year and a half since I was diagnosed. I feel blessed. I feel more alive than I was prior to diagnosis, that's for sure. I'm happier. My relationship is better. My relationship with my kids are better. I find more love and enjoyment in my life, more richness in my life, all because of a disease. So, hey, I'm doing well today, feeling good. No guarantees, but I'm optimistic.
All right, so walking back in now, 12:45 p.m. Mountain Time for my appointment with my hematologist to find out what is happening with my blood. I'm really excited for this to be over. While I'm up there with my hematologist, they're gonna call up the lab to take another blood draw, because I drank some glycogen. It'll be at the 2-hour mark, so they'll be coming up and drawing some more blood, checking something out. Never a dull moment, baby.
As we kind of talked about when we first started the venetoclax, there's that initial concern, is the bone marrow going to hold up? Because some people find it makes their white blood cell count, platelets low. In your case, perfect. So it means your bone marrow is very hardy.
Good.
We haven't budged that an inch, which is nice to see. And The creatinine is the other thing, we're obviously watching closely.
At this point, so even if they came back a little higher, we'd probably stick it on a month and see what happens.
Yeah,
and,
I think I try to write it out and make sure, since the light chains will, get bumped around by little physiologic factors too. I try not to overreact on one value. If it's a story that we're seeing repeated, I think the other option would be to look at, can we escalate the venetoclax a little bit? The other question is, can you add a little bit of steroid into the mix? Which obviously I would love to leave you off things like the steroids. I think as this venetoclax story is emerging, at least in.
So I just got out of this MRI for my left elbow. It was the worst experience of my life. My elbow was, let's see how I can do this. It was up above my head like this. Wow, man, I'm so skinny. It's crazy. And I've got pain in all my body, so my arm, my whole shoulder and arm and forearm went numb. And I just literally had to imagine myself being in a prison camp and just fighting through it, man. So, oh well. It was wild. I had to do one of them over, just a 3-minute one. But man, I'm glad that's finished. So we'll see what happens. So they're testing to see about atrophy in my upper extremities, and while they're at it, I'm having issues with my left elbow. Like I wouldn't even be able to curl 15 pounds. So they're seeing what's up with that. So just try to keep the body together, baby. Oh my God, at this rate. All right, I'm heading back to Vegas. I am heading back to Vegas. I'm excited about it. Just waiting for my numbers. My heart numbers weren't good, but they kind of fluctuate. But there's one number that's going the right direction. Don't have the light chain protein numbers yet. So when I get those back, then we'll know something.
I feel like I can make improvements on my heart. Oh, and so when I first got diagnosed with amyloidosis, when I started the chemotherapy, the healing serum, I was doing this injections into my abdomen. I wasn't doing them. I went into Mayo. They did it, and I also did this IV once a month. I was on a study. It's called the NEOD study, and it was supposed to go inside of you. It was a synthetic antibody which was designed to go in and take the amyloids off of my heart to free up my heart to be more effective. Because see, the healing serum is killing the source of the disease, which is coming from the proteins inside the bone marrow, and that's great. We've done a great job of kind of leveling that out so they're not producing as many of them. But the amyloids, the sticky proteins, are still thick on the bottom of my heart wall. And so I'm really, I'm in congestive heart failure. So that's why I have to control these things. So with that being said, after this whole last kind of 6 months and kind of feeling this out with the change of the healing serum dosage, and so what Dr. Larson told me today was a new drug, a new synthetic antibody that they're testing. They've tested it on a batch of human beings. And I guess they've had some good results. They're still in phase 1 of the testing. They're excited about it. So he was at a hematologist convention, my doctor was. So he told me about that, and they're going to go into phase 2. When they go into phase 2, we will be on that list. So I'm excited about that. So again, bottom line is, I believe that I can just, keep the boat steady. I believe I can stay alive until we find a solution to free up my heart and my other organs. So that's what I feel. I feel good about that. I feel like I can maintain my current situation. I can self-manage my heart, and we've got the amyloids in control. It's just about attempting to free up my heart, my GI tract. I've got nerve issues. So, but I feel great about that. I feel like that's a workable. If you would have told me 2 years ago that this was going to be where I was, I would have grabbed it. And I would have been so excited about it. So I'm excited about it. I feel blessed. So that's the bottom line. That's the game summary. Right. Thank you for your thoughts and prayers. Peace.